Do it instead of
Can we put it after all that we do?
whatever you want. The way it is in the book.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Ready?
Yes.
Shabbat Shalom to you all. Lovely to see you on what feels like really the first true night of the winter months here in the Chicagoland area. If you're joining us online, I hope you're cozy and warm as we are in this sanctuary. We'll begin tonight with a wordless melody, a yai lai lai, a nigun. I invite you to join me in singing. Ya la 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 lai lai lai. Ya la 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 lai lai lai. Ya la 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 lai lai lai. Ya la la. Ya la 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 lai lai lai. Ya la 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 lai lai lai. Ya la 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 lai 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 lai. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. We welcome you on this Shabbat into our sanctuary. We welcome those of you who are joining us via our live stream, as well as we welcome in yet another Shabbat. As it gets darker and darker in this month of December, it is wonderful to be gathered here together as we spread our light to each other, and as we spread light through the lighting of our Shabbat candles. We'll turn to page 2 as we sing together the blessing.
I invite you to join me in singing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlikne shel Shabbat. On page 14, we begin our Kabbalat Shabbat service. The last stanza at the bottom of the page, Or zarua la tzadik ul yishrei lev simcha, light is sown for the righteous, radiance for the upright. Or zarua la tzadik ul yishrei lev simcha, or zarua la tzadik ul yishrei lev simcha. Zarua la tzadik u'yishrei lev simcha, u'yishrei lev simcha. Or zarua la tzadik u'yishrei lev simcha, u'yishrei lev simcha. Or zarua la tzadik. We'll turn now to page 20. As we welcome in Shabbat with the words of Lacha Dodi, welcoming in the Sabbath bride, we'll use the refrain on top of page 20, as well as verses 1, 2, and 9. Lecha Dodi, Ligrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Nekabelah. Lecha Dodi, Kabbalah. Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad, ki himech v'yanu el ha'michad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad, shemo tiferet v'nitchila. Lech Adoni likrat kala, peni Shabbat Kabbalah. Lech Adoni likrat kala, peni Shabbat Kabbalah. Likrot Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki hi mekor haberacha. Merosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshava techila. Lech Adoni likrat kala, peni Shabbat Kabbalah. Lech Adoni likrat kala, peni Shabbat Kabbalah. The bottom of page 21, verse 9. Moi v'shalom ateret bala, gam besimcha uv'tzohola. Toch emunei am segula, boi chala, boi chala. Lech Adoni likrat kala, peni Shabbat Kabbalah. Lech Adoni likrat kala, peni Shabbat Kabbalah.
We'll turn to page 24, where we find the words of Shalom Aleichem. It's taught in Jewish tradition that two ministering angels are said to accompany us home on Shabbat. So the words of Shalom Aleichem are meant to welcome those ministering angels into our presence. So we join together as we welcome Shalom Aleichem, our ministering Shabbat angels. Page 24.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Shalom Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'Shalom Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seidchem Shalom Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
We're called together as one community in prayer with the words of Baruch Hu, page 28. You may rise in body or spirit as you're comfortable. Turn to page 32, the prayer Ahavat Olam. We say, everlasting love you have offered our people Israel through your gift of Torah. We'll sing together.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael.
Page 34, the words of Shema Yisrael, the declaration that God is one.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
You may be seated. We'll continue with an English interpretation of Ve'ahavta on page 37. Please read with me. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai your God. We turn now to our words that come from our Torah of hope, redemption, and freedom. Mi Chamocha, page 40.
Noratehi lo rosefele, noratehi lo rosefele. Malchutecha na'uvanecha, bokei ayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam. Ze Elianu ve'amenu, ze Elianu
As I've taught before, Hashkivenu is an opportunity to pray for protection, to pray for peace for all of those in our world. I have a friend who happens to live in LA. She's a rabbi. She is also a first-generation American. Her parents are from Iran. She has made it her mission over these past many months to really shed light on the situation, the revolution that is occurring in Iran at this moment as we speak. And unfortunately, those who are in control in Iran at this time are executing those who are protesting, executing those who are trying to have their voices heard. It's a horrible situation. It deserves our attention. It deserves our power, and it deserves our prayers. So, in her honor tonight, and in honor of all of those in Iran who are fighting for their freedom, we offer this prayer of Hashkivenu, a prayer for protection and peace, that all of those who are in need of peace may find it as soon as possible. Page 42, the words of Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. 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 Amen.
We turn to page 46 as we rise for our Amidah and offer the words, Adonai safatai tiftach ufi agid tehilatecha. Adonai, open my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Page 48. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekoneh HaKol, Vezocher Chazdei Avot V'imachot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magin, Baruch atah Adonai, Magin Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah.
Page 52. In the English in the middle of the page. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el, hakadosh. You may be seated. We turn to page 60. One of our prayers in our Amidah, the prayer for peace, Shalom Rav, where we pray that an abundant peace will descend upon all of us, upon all of Israel.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. I'll invite you now to take a moment to pray the prayers of your own hearts and your own minds. When you're finished, you can turn the page. We'll join together again at the bottom of page 62 with the words of Yiyu Leratzon. Please pray silently. Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, V'goali, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, V'goali, V'goali.
Rabbi Tick Brill a few weeks ago so eloquently taught that traditionally the Israelite community, those who were ill, dwelled outside of the walls of the city or outside of the camp. And there are many ways in which we ourselves sometimes dwell outside of the walls or outside of the camp. Whether we are struggling with isolation from an illness, whether it be physical or mental, whether we might be stuck in our homes or away from family, whether we live in a different state or a different country than those who we love. There are many ways where we sometimes feel in and we sometimes feel beyond those walls. So this evening, we will offer a Mishaberach, a prayer for healing, to welcome in those in our community who feel like they are beyond our walls in this moment. And whether you're here physically or you're joining us from afar, we bring you in to our space metaphorically as well as we offer these words of healing. Mishaberach, page 253.
Source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
I think there are certain Torah portions that are more well-known than others. And especially in the book of Genesis, I feel like maybe we have a little bit more of a familiarity with some of the characters in these stories. The Torah portion this week is Torah portion or Parashat Vayishlach, which is the story of Jacob, who is at this point in the narrative full of troubles. He was born holding on to the heel of his brother Esau, who he constantly fought in the womb of his mother. And that fighting continues on as they grow older, as Jacob and his mother trick his father Isaac into giving him the blessing instead of his brother Esau. And then he runs away to escape any of the potential conflict or wrath of his brother. In this Torah portion this week, Vayishlach, Jacob will once again meet his brother Esau after years of estrangement. In the Torah portion, we read that Now Jacob was left alone, and a man, an Ish, wrestled with him until the rise of dawn. When the man saw that he could not overcome him, he struck Jacob's hip socket, so that Jacob's hip socket was wrenched, as the man wrestled with him. Then he said, "Let me go, dawn is breaking." But Jacob said, "I will not let you go unless you bless me." The other said to him, "What is your name?" And he said, "Jacob." "No more shall you be called Jacob, but Israel," said the other. "For you have struggled with God and with human beings, and you have prevailed." So we read in this text that as Jacob journeys back to come face to face once again with his estranged brother Esau, he wrestles with an Ish, a man, maybe a divine presence. And it's taught that there may be some significance that this man comes in the dark of night, when Jacob might have presumably been sleeping, or he came to Jacob as a prophetic vision, or he awakes him and wrestles with him. So Professor Nechama Leibowitz, a Bible scholar, taught, "We have merely to try and understand the significance of the struggle and what the Torah wished to teach us through it. It's not as important the reason why the Ish appears, but merely to examine the struggle itself." Jacob, in order to come face to face with his brother, has the opportunity to let go of his past. Rabbi Lord Jonathan Sacks taught, "It's as if the man said to him, 'In the past you struggled to be Esau. In the future you will struggle not to be Esau, but to be yourself. In the past you held on to Esau's heel. In the future you will hold on to God. You will not let go of God, and God will not let go of you. Now let go of Esau, so that you can be free to hold on to God.'" So Rabbi Sacks here teaches that the struggle is actually within Jacob himself. He's struggling to let go of his past, to let go of the challenges between he and his brother, between him and his brother Esau. And he had been holding on to this past for many years, as he stole the blessing from his brother and wanted to find favor with his father. But now it was time, according to the Torah, for Jacob to move on. And Jacob must let go of Esau in order to find himself and in order to find God. In this story, I think we can find a little bit of ourselves. We all have moments where we struggle to discover who we are. We struggle to let go of the hurts of the past and move on into the future. Struggle is a part of human existence. It's a part of Jewish tradition and Jewish wisdom. One of my teachers, Rabbi Mark Borovitz, teaches that this is an encounter that many of us have when we're in distress. Maybe in distress over where we are in our lives at the moment, and maybe in distress over what that next move might be. He says that all of us behave in ways that are not holy, ways that feed our most profane self. Therefore, all of us need to have this wrestling match with our souls. Jacob teaches that all of us, no matter how righteous we think we are, no matter how much we want to see ourselves as the good guys, need to wrestle our own souls. So it's taught that we too must allow ourselves to be confronted and defeated by a higher power, a higher being. And by embracing ourselves and the change and the struggle within, we too can move forward with God by our sides if we allow ourselves to experience the struggle and to let go of the struggle so we too can move forward. It is my prayer and hope that on this Shabbat, no matter what our struggles are, that we can let go so we can find within ourselves a freedom, a sense of freedom, and a sense of hope that maybe we have been longing for. Shabbat Shalom. We turn to page 282, and you may rise for the Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שהוא נוטה שמיים ועושה ארץ, מושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים, ואלוהינו אין עוד. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. Page 287. ונאמר וחיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Page 293. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. The Sukkot Shalom community remembers Irma Chersner, Ira Weinberg, Susan Rothschild, Helga Weinberg, Jerry Farr, John A. Rosenthal, Gordon Flegel, Julia Sizuk, Eleanor Lieberman, G. Ruth Miller, Ronald Guilford, Rose Pollock, Mary Nuskabo, Richard R. Bootson, Sybil Masters, Ted Fenn, Samuel Hantman, Carol Flegel. Are there any other names that you would like to remember this evening? We'll turn to page 294 for the words of Mourner's Kaddish, Kaddish Yatom. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shmei rabbah, Ba'alma divrach yurtei v'yamlich malchutei, B'chayechon uvyomechon u'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, Ba'gala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam olmei almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalel, Shemei d'Kudusha b'richu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechamata, Damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, L'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be an abiding blessing.
Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh
You may be seated. Just a few announcements before we end our services. A reminder that next week, December 16th, is our Hanukkah Shabbat celebration and dinner, early Hanukkah. We hope that you all will join us. We are going to have a nice group for Shabbat next week, and we hope you'll join us for dinner. If you plan to join us for dinner, please RSVP by Monday so we ensure that there is enough for everyone to eat. Put on your calendar the weekend of January 20th, where Rabbi Immerman will be joining us for services and an opportunity to connect with those of you that he's already met and an opportunity to meet more of the Sukkot Shalom community. So we hope you'll join us then. A reminder that we will have Shabbat at home on December 23rd, so no Shabbat here in the sanctuary or online that evening, and the yard site names will be read on December 30th. We hope you all have a wonderful Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. If you'd join us for Oneg Shabbat out in the foyer, and thank you all. Have a good evening.